Welcome back, everybody. Today is Wednesday, May 14th, and we've got a lot to go into. I hope you're ready because what we're about to discuss is going to blow the lid off of Trump's Middle East tour. That's right, folks. Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Syria, and the tangle web of influence and backdoor deals. Just yesterday, Trump arrived in Riyadh with all the grandeur of a king, not a president. He saluted Saudi military officials like the royal court, a breach of presidential protocol. But when has Trump ever cared about protocol? He praised MBS as a visionary leader, turning a blind eye to the murder of Jamal Khashoggi and the jailing of all kinds of activists. And let's not forget the Jared Kushner connection. Kushner walked away with $2 billion. That's right, folks, $2 billion for his private fund, courtesy of the Saudi Sovereign Wealth Fund during Trump's first time in office. That wasn't foreign policy. That was a strictly pay-per-view masquerading as a diplomacy. It was a setup, a pipeline of influence and capital designed to fortify their grip on power that you're right now seeing play out right in front of your own eyes. But it didn't stop there, folks. Trump went and met with Syria's interim leader, a man who not too long ago had a $10 million bounty on his head by the United States for killing American soldiers. And listen, I'm not here to debate whether lifting sanctions in Syria is a good idea or a bad idea. This is not the point. The point is one day he's calling Syria a terrorist, the next day he's lifting sanctions. Why? All because of his love towards MBS and whispers of a building of a Trump Tower? That's not foreign policy. That's authoritarianism disguised as strategy. There's no backdoor background, no State Department briefing, no consultation with the Congress. It's Trump's whims dictating global strategy. And while the media is running cover stories, while Eric and Don Jr. are busy grifting in plain sight, setting up cryptocurrency deals and real estate projects in the Middle East like it's their own personal playground. Isn't it amazing? For the last 4 years, we couldn't go 5 minutes without hearing about Hunter Biden this, Hunter Biden that, Hunter Biden. But now billions are being made right in front of your eyes, and the media silent. This isn't just corruption. This is kleptocracy at its finest, folks. And from Saudi Arabia, Trump flew to Qatar aboard Air Force One, the old Air Force One, but the reception he got when he landed, royal treatment, a full on red carpet welcome like he was returning home to his own kingdom. Now, think about this. Not too long ago, Trump was calling Qatar a terrorist state. He went on TV, rallied about their ties to terrorism, condemned their alliances. But what changed since then? A plane? That's right. A gifted private jet straight from the Qatar royal family. Suddenly, Qatar is no longer a terrorist state. They're a strategic partner, just like that. No policy shifts, no evidence of change, just money and influence. That's Trump's real foreign policy, folks. Whoever pays, plays. But it goes deeper. Remember the name Brian Ballard. Ballard Partners, the most powerful lobbying firm in Washington, D.C. It's not just any lobbying firm. This is the firm where Susie Wiles once worked. She's now Trump's chief of staff. Pam Bondi, she used to work there too, and now she's the attorney general. And guess what? She was a lobbyist for Qatar. That's right, the same Qatar that just rolled out the red carpet for Donald Trump. And don't forget, Trump mentioned Erdogan during this trip. Do you know why? Because Brian Ballard played a hand in that again. If you recall, I'm the one who introduced Erdogan, not just to Ballard, but through Ballard to Trump himself. Those connections still run deep. The reason Ballard, yes, that Brian Ballard had to cut his vacation short to fly immediately to D.C. to meet with Susie Wiles and Trump before the Middle East trip is simple. The machinery of influence was in motion. Deals needed to be sealed, and Ballard, with his deep ties in Qatar, Erdogan, and the lobbying machine in Washington, D.C., was right at the center of it. And while Donald Trump is cozying up with these dictators in the Middle East, while Vladimir Putin, he's playing his own game in Ukraine. The so-called peace talks in Istanbul. What a complete sham. And I want you to think about this for a second. Putin never was intended to show up. I told you that. Why? Because it was all a stage optic to distract the world from what Trump was really doing in the Middle East. Remember, folks, I told you it's all about optics. That was the deal. While the media focused on Istanbul, Trump was making backdoor agreements with MBS, with Qatar, and with Syria's interim leader. Putin played his part, knowing the media would chase the headlines while the real deals happened in the shadows. This is the kind of thing they accuse others of doing every single day. Yet here it is, happening right in front of you. No accountability, no transparency, just raw, uncut corruption, folks. That is why now's the time more than ever. We need to act like never before because the cracks are forming, not just in the Republican Congress, but in Trump's base. Even mega diehards like Laura Loomer, Ben Shapiro. You hear them, they're waking up and starting to criticize Trump. That's why I'm asking each and every one of you to go out there and keep spreading the word. Get 3 or 4 more people to join us. Share this, restack it, tell your friends, your neighbors, your family. You need to, this time, go harder than ever. And if you can, become a paid subscriber to Levry members. If you want to support this fight, you can contribute directly to Venmo at Lev Parnas. We are not just fighting for information here, folks. We're fighting for the truth, something you won't find in the mainstream media today. And remember, we are the movement. We are the ones bringing you the truth that they don't want you to see. And we need you, all of you, to make sure it reaches as many people as possible, because the cracks are there. Now let's break them wide open. Thank you. This is Lev Parnas, and have a good night.